Hello and welcome back to the channel. We have the Wednesday rebuy. This is the new format at the Keesh. This is your $40 for 40,000 chips and then 3 rebuys of $20 for 30,000 each. So really good value. We just have a small group tonight for the tournament. There are 7 players and I'll just go through the hands. So we start this initial hand off at 500, 1,000. I'm in the big blind with ace-9 suited of clubs. There's a call on the hijack. The button calls, and I check. Flop comes ace-4 king. We all check. There's backdoor clubs as well. The turn is the 7 of clubs, so a really good card for me. I bet 1,500 as first to act. And then there's a raise from the hijack. The button folds, and I call. The river is the 5 of diamonds, so a flush comes in. But I'm not too sure. This particular player tends to bet into flushes, so I don't know if he has one at this point in time. And I check to him, and he bets 5,000, and I call, and we end up having the same hand. He has ace-9 as well, just not suited. I probably could have bet the turn, but I think he calls anyway, so it's just a bigger chop pot. That's it for that one. Now we start the hand in the cutoff. I have ace-king offsuit. And we'll start the action. I have 55,000 chips. 500, 1,000 again. Folds around to me. I raise to 3,000, and I get 3 callers. The flop is 2-8 king. Everyone checks to me. I bet 5,500, and the small blind calls. Big blind folds, and so does the button. The turn is the queen of diamonds. There's a check, and I check back. And the river is a jack, and the small blind leads out for 10,000. Now, I think I might be beat here. When I was playing, I thought about it for a little bit, but it's just one of those things where the bet isn't that big, and, we could probably not chopping, but I could be beating king 10 suited, king 9 suited, those sorts of things. So I decide to call, and I get the bad news. He has a set of 2s. So he played that well, and he got a lot of value out of it. Moving on to the next hand. Here we are after the break. This is in the hijack with ace-3 offsuit. And the blinds are 1,000, 2,000. So I decide to raise to 5,000, 2.5 big blinds. I get a call from the button, and the rest fold. The flop is 10, 9, 5, rainbow. I bet, and I get called here. The turn is a 5 of hearts. I check. Button also checks. And the river is the jack of spades. I check. He also checks, but he shows me the bad news that he had king jack suited. He called on a gutter with a backdoor flush draw, and he got there on the river. So perhaps if I bet the turn here, I can get rid of him, but in the end, I wasn't aggressive enough on that particular street. Here we pick up the action. I have 70,000 chips, and I'm in the small blind. It's 2,000, 4,000. Under the gun limps. Folds to me. I call, and the big blind calls. The flop is 2, 3, 10. We all check. The turn is a 4. Now I pick up open-ended. I bet minimum, and they all call. And the turn gives me a straight. I check. The big blind bets 10,000. I call the 10,000, and I end up winning. The only reason I didn't raise there is because there was a flush that came in on the river, and I was just thinking it's not a great position to raise, but I was absolutely fine with the call. I thought I had a beat for sure. In the next hand, I have 76,000 chips. The blinds are 2,000, 4,000, and I have ace-7 of clubs. I'm under the gun. I raise to 10,000. The button calls me, and the big blind also calls. We go to a flop. Queen 10-7, so I flop bottom pair with a backdoor flush, backdoor straight draw. I check, button checks, big blind checks. The turn is the 6 of diamonds. We all check. The river is the 10 of clubs. So I actually think I'm good here. There's been no aggression by any of the players, so I decide to bet with my middle pair and see if I can just take it down. I do get a call from the button, and he ends up calling me with ace high, so he had nothing, and I end up winning a decent-sized pot. Now we move along here. We're four-handed. I'm in the small blind with pocket eights. I have 62,000 chips. Blinds are 4,000, 8,000. There's a limp on the cutoff. I shove all in, and the cutoff ends up folding. So I pick up the blinds plus a limp. And now we're three-handed, and I'm on the button, and I pick up ace-3 offsuit. And given my stack size of 83,000, I decide to shove with two players. And I end up getting called, which is usually bad news given what my holding is. He has ace-queen, so I'm in bad shape. Until the flop, where I flop a pair. Then I turn two pair, but he rivers a bigger two pair. And I'm out of the tournament. It's down to the last two players. They ended up chopping what was left after playing heads up for about 15, 20 minutes. And that's the end of that tournament. The new rebuy format is really good because it allows people to play for as little as $40. And you get really good value on your rebuys as well with $20 for 30,000 chips. So you can technically buy in for 130,000 for $100. That's it for this session. Again, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, give it a like and make sure to share it with your poker friends. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next one.